Hi, I'm Pamela Salzman. I'm here with the Chalkboard, and today we're going to be making one of my most favorite, easy, no-fail recipes, roast chicken. One of the best things you can do with making a whole roast chicken is to season it well ahead of time. So you'll take your whole roast chicken and you're going to rinse this off. Just give it a quick rinse and have some paper towels ready to pat it dry. And I'm going to save this piece of paper because I'll rewrap the chicken after I've seasoned it. I have over here already ready to go is some kosher salt. And I have a decent amount, about a tablespoon, that I've mixed in with a little bit of ground pepper. So we're going to take our kosher salt and we are going to rub it on the inside of the cavity. And the reason that we're going to do this early is because this really gets the chicken really well seasoned, and that salt will also keep the meat nice and moist. And now your chicken is completely seasoned and you're ready to put this away in the refrigerator until it's time to cook it later in the day or even tomorrow. So we're just going to rewrap this until later on in the day when you're ready to make it, or you can even do this up to 2 days in advance. Okay, before I put this in the fridge, I'm just going to wash my hands, make sure that I don't contaminate the rest of my kitchen. Now this is ready to go into the refrigerator. Okay, so the chicken's been sitting in the refrigerator for the better part of the day, and now it's time to roast it. I'm going to take a few onions, and I'm going to make a little bit of a bed on the bottom of our roasting pan, and the chickens are going to bake right on top of these onions, and it'll just give it a lot of flavor. And you're going to make really thick slices just so that the onions don't burn. Just like that. Then break them up a little bit on the bottom of your roasting pan, just like so. Okay, we've got our bed of onions down. Now we're going to add some flavor to the inside of the chicken, some great aromatics. The first thing I have is some rosemary. You can use rosemary, you can use thyme, whatever you like. Lemon thyme is wonderful, but I have a crazy wild rosemary bush, so I'm always using rosemary. Just stick a big sprig of that in there. We're going to grab our lemon. You can either cut this in half or cut it in quarters. And we're gonna stick this whole thing in there. I kind of like to give it a little bit of a squeeze before I stick it in there. It just gives a little bit more flavor. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some garlic and just smash these cloves the side of your knife, and you don't even need to peel them. Just stick those in there too. The last thing we need to do is truss our chicken. You're just going to take the drumsticks right here and tie the twine around the drumsticks, and this is so the chicken cooks evenly. You want the body to be nice and compact. And just make a little bow like that. All right, let's add our chicken to our onions. So now we're gonna rub the chicken with a little bit of melted butter. If you prefer to use olive oil, you can do that too, but there's something about the milk solids in the butter that really give a nice golden color to the chicken when it's roasted. This is just about 2 tablespoons or so. And then we'll just add our vegetables. So I have a couple of carrots right here that we're just gonna, chop up, and maybe I'll add a wedge of fennel. And then the fennel just cut into wedges, like so. Add this here. And then your chicken is completely ready to be put into the oven. Okay, so now your chicken is ready to be roasted. So let me wash my hands, and then we're gonna put it into a 425-degree oven for about an hour and 15 minutes. So our chicken is done out of the oven. It's beautiful, it's golden, it smells delicious. Can't eat it quite yet. The next thing you just need to do is tent it with a little bit of foil just to keep it warm so that the juices redistribute themselves, and then you'll be ready to carve in 10-30 minutes. For more recipes like this, check out thechalkboardmag.com.